Okay, I'm hopefully planning to finish this game this sitting. We'll see how many episodes it'll take. I really don't know how, but this case has already gone on for quite a while. I'm sure it can be too much longer, maybe 4 hours at most. Wow. Cadence of Hyrule is getting released tomorrow, so I'm gonna be playing that, so I will also want to get done recording for that reason. Okay. Why am I having trouble figuring out how to do her voice right now? Yeah. So that guy was my dad. He found out about his own birth so suddenly. And furthermore, his newfound father is no longer in this world. They keep having this theme of fatherhood in this game. It's become very noticeable. We've had Edward and his father, we've had the Red Chef and his children, his kid in the third case. Nothing in the second case, I don't think. I mean, aside from, like, I suppose Patricia Rowland talking weirdly, but that doesn't count. In the fourth case, we briefly had the whole thing about case promise book briefly. In this case, we've had John, we've had Wolf Boy's father as topic. I feel like I'm forgetting about something big right now. Definitely forgetting about something big. Doesn't matter. Alright. Manfred. I know how I forgot about him. Not a very forgettable guy. I've always been searching for my dad. John. I get it, alright. He's the president. I know it's a complicated situation. But you met face to face during the filming. So then why, huh? Why didn't you tell me who he really was? John's voice is never gonna get good. I'm sorry. John. Mom, you need to apologize. Now when I look at it, it's all my fault. Yesterday, I broke my promise with you and didn't even notice the fire on the road. So I just destroyed everything. I crossed it all. My dad and those flowers that my mom carefully grew. John. Please, for now, just don't think about anything. That phrasing is interesting. I'll stay like this for a while. This game's attempts at emotion haven't just not struck with me. Easter isn't exactly bad at that either, and it's pretty easy to make me cry, to be honest. Well, none of them are just hit. Maybe it's because I'm doing voice acting, and maybe it's because I'm in front of a camera, and that makes me so much self-conscious, but no, they're just not hitting the note for me. Not this game. Just for a little while, okay? The bond between a parent and a child. That's the meaning behind Lion Lilies. Oh no, more flower language. I know it's not my style, but that flower is promising far. However, we have no means of protecting that bond. Agent Lang, allow me to say this. The case won't be solved by sentimentality alone. Sure. Therefore, shouldn't we do all that we can to solve it? Yeah, you're right. The recreation of the past has finished. Were your father's deductions correct? The old man took his deductions to the grave. Okay, it seems like he was dead, but I don't think that was ever confirmed at any point. until this point. He never told anyone about them. So it was his own obsession and just his own. So, who knows if they were right or not. In that case, what about your own deductions? I would like to hear what you think happened based on the recreation, in order for us to get closer to the truth of 12 years ago. Yeah, I was thinking it's about time. Okay, I can see it now. My old man's back, real close. I'll catch up to him for sure. I don't like this pose. Can't really do that in this camera frame. The truth that my old man covered. Truth of the SS5 incident. It'd be weird if he still suspects John for the president's death now, since we've already proven a very severe connection between Blaze and this murder. What are we talking about this murder right now? There's no mistake that the president went to the orphanage. The stuffed doll is proof of that. He was planning to meet with Amy Marsh. However, the president was kidnapped, and Cameron just happened to witness it. If Cameron hadn't been there, it probably would have just been a kidnapping with no murder. Afterwards, the body was moved to the flower beds and a fake photo was taken. I do wonder if the president was in on the kidnapping or not. I really do. Was that what really happened 12 years ago? But it'd be weird to state your own kidnapping when in an event where you're expecting to meet with someone. Now the reason she didn't show up is because she was being stalked, right? I suppose that could have been arranged as well, but who knows? It's entirely possible that the president hasn't stated any of almost anything. It's just that the first case really helped push that idea. SS5 incident case was updated into my organizer. I can't decide whether I want to use this microphone, which is attached to my webcam, or this microphone. This microphone ends up picking up the computer fan, and if I'm recording and playing this game, the computer fan is just going to be on, like, all the time. The computer is pretty damn old. So that has that difficulty problem, but this one is just lower quality in general. It doesn't pick up the fan, so it's not on the upside, but it's just very serious drop in audio quality. Hi, hello. Don't break my pencils, please. Yeah. Just pick it up. I don't know which one I should use. I haven't got any input on it either. However, there's one thing I still don't get. Something you don't get? Something else I don't know about this. What length I should make this episode? I think I'm gonna try to make this one 30 minutes long instead. Since clearly I'm... well... never mind. It's just twice as many... 30 minutes per episode is just twice as many titles, and I'm already spending way too much time on titles. It's this. Why did they need to take a fake photo? My theory is that the president wasn't actually kidnapped, but he was compliant, and that's what it's about. We have that drawing of the president with clearly Dogen is holding a knife, not a gun. That's important. There's also, of course, a dog. There's plenty of things that are wrong with this picture in terms of direction and perspective. It shows the orphanage behind them, but it also shows the flower beds in the opposite order, so you really can't tell which direction the kid witnessed this from. For the most part, it looked like they would have witnessed it from the sidewalk, But then the flower beds don't make sense. But it is a kid's drawing. Maybe it's probably intentionally misleading. Who knows? From this crude drawing, it's impossible to tell what the president is thinking, whether he's horrified or anything like that. This fake photo. Well, this fake photo proves that there were at least 3 people here. These 2 and whoever took the photo, unless they put the photo on like a timer. I think I mentioned that last time. Well, they could do all that job and even make the president take part in the photo. Indeed, like, it seems like there's extra evidence against them. Not evidence of anything, of much in particular, but... It's very strange. It's like they wanted the evidence that that they were never in the orphanage, or something like that. Since they had to kill a body near the orphanage, so the orphanage was going to be suspected. Well, that's true. Kill a body. Good job, me. However, the answer to that riddle must lie somewhere within. Once we get past the layers and layers of deductions, we shall surely reach it. Yeah, that's right. I like to hear deductions as well. Rebuttal. Rebuttal of what? Apparently that was testimony. There's no mistake that the president went to the orphanage. Agent Lang, I'd like you to verify a few things that may have seemed obvious at first glance. Are we certain that the president actually went to the orphanage? Okay, I get it. You're saying you want proof. Everyone is always demanding proof from Mr. Edgeworth, after all. You didn't have to tell me that. And why is that a secret? The stuff is proof of that. He was planning to meet with Amy Marsh. You mean this stuffed animal? The one with the recording device? That's right. Inside that die was a recording from John's birth mother, Amy Marsh. Indeed. She said that she would meet with him at midnight. Wow! You two are perfect in sync. The truth is becoming clear, like you're building out the stage of a scallion. The fuck's a scallion? Okay, a scallion doesn't have anything on the inside. Please don't make such foreboding analogies. The truth is becoming clear, like you're peeling off the skin of a wolf. Peeling off the skin of a wolf. What type of truth is that? Okay. Can you stop making those foreboding analogies? Let's get back on track. However, the president was kidnapped, and Cameron just happened to witness it. His voice keeps changing every single session. I'd also like to verify these details of this point as much as possible. Mr. Cameron witnessed the president and his kidnapper near the orphanage. And Mr. Cameron was standing by the snowman near the road. Then the murderer picked up the brick, snuck up on him from behind, and wham! Hank! Okay, we are simply verifying what actually has transpired. There's no need to be scared. That was so intense. The details of this case has vanished from my brain. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Lang, let's carefully verify all the facts of this case. Yes, well, if you're gonna listen, I'll talk as much as you want. If Cameron hadn't been there, it probably would have just been a kidnapping with no murder. So one of these is a contradiction. If he hadn't been there, you say? That's an interesting theory. Can you explain it in more detail? It's simple. Cameron was killed because he saw the kidnapping. The kidnapping itself was a success. If he hadn't been there, no blood would have been spilled. Now, you're saying that he saw something bad for the kidnappers. The kidnappers were willing to take a picture of the kidnapping, so they weren't hiding the fact that there was a kidnapping. So you're saying that he was seeing something they did not want target. Now, if it happened to be something about the president and the kidnapper actually planning the kidnapping, sure, that they wouldn't have wanted that to go out. But what? Unless they saw like something that could be used to identify the kidnappers, I don't know why they would care again unless the kidnapping is fake. But I might be falling too hard into my own Dorkamov just trying to verify what I theorized. No blood would have been spilled. You make it sound like it was his own fault for being there. Okay, that's not it. What Agent Lang is trying to say is simply, besides Mr. Cameron, there were no other casualties at the crime scene. Oh? Oh? Was that all? Of course, that's obvious. But the president was kidnapped, but once the ransom money was paid, he was returned safe and sound. That sounds like an obvious point. However, something about it bothers me. I may need to reevaluate the evidence once more. You're done explaining things to your assistant. I still have one last thing to confirm. Afterwards, the body was moved. The targets and the fake photo was taken. I started recording at that time. I need to eat something. Goodness, grumblies. Have I eaten breakfast today? I have not. Goodness. That's also an important point. I'd like to take another good clean look at the information. Yeah, I'm with you there. Let's start with what Cameron saw before he was murdered. Cameron witnessed the president and the kidnapper in front of the orphanage. However, the culprit wanted to conceal that information between the incident and the orphanage. That's right. That's why Cameron's original roll of film was disposed of, and a fake photo was taken of them standing outside the grounds of the orphanage. Yes, and Cameron's body was then moved to match the photo. It's finally becoming clear. The sick was buried in the snow for 12 years. Snow? Right, it was snowing. Is this the truth of the SS5 incident? Mr. Edgeworth, what's the matter? There's still something hidden behind this case, and I haven't yet spotted it. I mean, as far as the contradiction in this testimony. Huh? What do you mean? There's still a piece of evidence that cannot be explained by Agent Lang's theory. As long as there's a contradiction, we have to present it in order to advance our reasoning. I was talking about Dohan being in the picture. I'm stunned that he never pointed out how that's clearly Dohan. So, let's see. What do we have of that? The bouquet. Okay, sleeping drugs. SS5 incident 5. Let's check it. Let's out. The president of Sangsvadi, Hugh Young, was kidnapped on February 10th, 12 years ago. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of $100 million. Dylan Lang confirmed that on the evening of the incident, the president was at the Sangsvadi embassy until midnight. At the embassy until midnight. That's the best. Patricia Rowland. At midnight. Had an appointment at midnight. Now, which statement is to contradict? Kind of is, to be honest. But not real. We need a better statement. He was confirmed to be at the embassy, and I don't know how far away the embassy is, of course. Until midnight. But he was supposed to be at the office at midnight. Meaning that he is either Lang's father lied about that, or the president was late. Agent Lang, it seems there's a clear contradiction in your statement. Lang says, always question words without evidence. but it seems I don't even have to question the words that you're saying. It's clearly a pathetic bluff. Well, so that was wrong. Mr. Edward, the blood won't be effective against Mr. Lang. Indeed, in that case I'll have to face him head on. Stuff he was planning to meet with in March. Again, kind of contradicts that, the fact. We just said, but he's not saying that he was there at midnight. So I guess that's a future contradiction. No, not press, not lazy. Organize, speed reading. Right. Can we open vacuum? So... Why am I tired? I slept enough, I think. Cause of death, bludgeoned to death. At 1 AM. Killed after leaving a message on his cell phone. Alrighty. His camera runs testimony. In front of the facility. I'm still bothered by the fact that it says the facility. Not the orphanage. The facility. Okay, hang on now. We don't have the map for this area, so we can't like look at things like the waste processing facility. Recall Tosh, the words too seem to match with the idea of him being at the orphanage. And the kidnappers wouldn't have known what message he left, so they couldn't have arranged the lights to be electrical to break in the break the way they did. Right? Here they are by the snowman, on the other side, outside the orphanage. Bloodstained balloon. Oh. Prior to the incident. That's confusing because it's saying that the blood was spilled before the fire. So the fire happened after the blood was spilled. Alright, I mean it's just someone else's blood. We already established that. It's very strange. Different shoes. Someone other than the victim camera. Now, there's this drawing. It clearly has Doha in it. That's nobody else than Doha. It's a knife or not gunpoint. Question number 1. Why at the orphanage? Regardless of whether the president was in on it or not, why the orphanage? Why? Why at the orphanage if this is before they're supposed to, before 12 midnight? No. The point was put the blood and take photos taken, right? The president went to the orphanage. Stuff toys prove that. What am I missing right now? I don't like how I'm stuck on the very first contradiction. It's stuff like this that makes me feel like I can't do 30-minute episodes. I mean, nothing says that I can't do 40-minute episodes. Nothing says that it has to be compatible at 30 minutes. The body was moved to the floor, but the fake photo was taken. They're saying that there's evidence, a piece of evidence we can't explain, but that's not a contradiction. But yeah, we have tons of pieces of evidence we can't explain properly. I'm supposed to have to go about the ISS5. Whatever it was called. The night of the incident. Oh, I know what's contradiction, goodness. Yeah. This one, obviously. Oh no, and I just resized everything, didn't I? Windows size times 2, thank you very much. Oh yeah, I don't know why that took me so long. Should not have taken me any time. Obvious one. If the eyewitness camera had not been there, no matter would have taken place. Is that really the case? The criminals caused wanted to kidnap the president. If there were no witnesses, there would be no need to commit murder, right? And what if Cameron wasn't the only one who was murdered? So we're saying there was a mystery victim. There was a lot of bloodstain near the flower beds. However, Cameron was murdered. There's no man. Ergo, the bloodstain could not have belonged to Cameron. The fire better proves that it wasn't Cameron's. Someone else's blood was spilled, and in quite a vast amount of that. Do they have any type of blood analysis of that anywhere? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Do you have any idea what you're saying? I do. It's hard to believe. However, that is what the evidence indicates. On that night, 12 years ago, there were 2 murders. Are you saying that the other murder was covered up? Who? That's what the heck could have been killed. And why would they want to show... Why would they want to cover up one of the murders, but make one of them very clear and public? And covered up by who? A murder that was cleverly concealed. All traces of it were erased. Except for the last fucking bloodstain. And the incident itself was completely deleted from the case files. We established that the president uses body doubles. Maybe one of them got killed? I know. I don't have anything. I can come up with anything conclusive right now. That's based on evidence. However, there's one piece of evidence that still remains intact after 12 years. And this piece of evidence shows that something happened that night. This one. The other murder incident was buried in the dark by the place the best. However, there's still one piece of evidence that remains. Agent Lang, it's survived by your father's hands. My old man, you say? Please recall. There's one more thing that was hidden along with the traces of the murder. And that is the existence of the boy who caused the fire. Oh right, they disappeared soon, but that was after. So they weren't the one killed yet, at least. Why did police make the boy disappear? Also, I know how to make the connection I'll get of them causing a fire. They're obviously not blades, because police must have covered up the kid and it's wooden patch. It's wooden patch at all. 15 years ago, it couldn't be Sebastian, right? I know the thing. 15 years ago, Sebastian would have been 2, right? Or 4, something like that. Oh, this Sebastian. Yeah, he would have been 2. No, it's 12 years ago, so he would have been 5. Would it have been Sebastian? I'm saying either Sebastian or Knightley. Knightley would have been 12 years ago, he would have been 12. Somebody aged 12 seems far more likely to intensively set something on fire than a 4-year-old. But the connection between a fire and blaze makes me slightly think of Sebastian as well. We don't know who Mrs. is the best is yet. We know that they disappeared. Why did Blaze make the boy disappear? Indeed. It's because he saw something that he wasn't supposed to see. What was the thing he wasn't supposed to see? Everything is drawn in this picture. The president with... Dohan obviously. The Dohan out Manhattan. The person drawn on the right is most likely the president. The Muzilatov is also drawn near him. And the person standing opposite of him is... Where's my Dohan? There he is. That location unknown. He has an eye, but that's also a drawing. The man with a knife and a large black dog. He's none other than Suhan Dohan. What? The assassin? Why would an assassin appear before a president? The answer is clear. Indeed, what occurred that night on the Orphan Squad 12 years ago was not a kidnapping. It was a presidential assassination. But maybe, so obviously that there was a body double that got killed. Oh! I don't know what to say about that. Oh my, to this picture. Then it's one that Mr. Blaze were. Yes, the two were likely partners in crime. Blaze looks evil as fuck in this picture. Also, it almost looks like he's setting his beard on fire by accident. One furnished the orphanage to use since the incident. And the other covered up the young boy's testimony. It's likely that Mr. Cameron was murdered because he witnessed the assassination itself. After all, the kidnapping never actually happened. Stop messing around. You're saying that the president was assassinated 12 years ago. I just found his body today. He's been alive up until now. Are we saying that his body double... Either his body double died, or the real president died 12 years ago and the body double is for some reason kept staying as president. We, based on what the killers said, the one we saw in the first case wasn't the president. As the killers said, the client gave them the false target. So not the president. He might still be alive if only his body doubles have been killed. Who knows? Maybe not. That's right. I mean, we met him ourselves. If the president was assassinated 12 years ago and the president's body was found today, that would imply there were two presidents. Yeah, that can be right. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? There's the possibility that there were two presidents. And that's right, up until now, I've been getting a strange feeling from the president. Even so, I still respect the man. Singapore is a small country, but he carried the nation with his strength. The image of President Huang and that Agent Lang described. You're wrong, He revealed his true form. True form. They were far too critical of President Huang we knew. It's as if they were two entirely different people. If there were, in fact, two Zenfar presidents, exactly how would such a scenario be possible? Body doubles or like twins or something like that. What would make the existence of the two presidents possible? Twin brother or one of them was a body double. I'm going on the body double side. If we were to assume that one of them was a body double, wouldn't it be possible then? A body double? I feel like royal twins would be a really hard secret to hide. President Huang with both of them operating some way. President Huang possessed immense power and authority in Zenfar. We saw that they were... Oh no! That's bad. apparently there's a quick load button and I accidentally pressed it. That's not good. Well, I think that's a great place to end the episode because I'm gonna have to catch up to that point.